Hey, we are backstage, Coyote Joe's Cat Jam for the kids of St. Jude. Paul Shadlow and Sarah Lee. Tonight, the big surprise headliner is just off camera. Now, Sarah Lee, I want you to take a look. So, she likey.
Oh, I like it. And you're going to like it too.
Come on in here. Surprise headliner, Chase Rice.
Yay!
Get on in here, buddy. Thank you. Grab yourself a microphone, and thank you so
We're going
much.
to put you in the middle like a
perfect.
Chase Rice sandwich.
I didn't even get to the end of the sentence when I called my old buddy and said, "Would you?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Well, that's awful nice. You love the kids of St. Jude. You've probably been down there, and of course, Charlotte, no stranger, right?"
Yeah, no stranger to Charlotte at all. I lived here right after going to school at Carolina, but I actually went to St. Jude, did the whole deal 2 or 3 years ago, and I was sick that day. So, like, obviously they're not going to let me around the kids, so I ended up going home that night. It was an interesting ride home. It was dumping snow that night, but and then I ended up going back by myself, and it was awesome. The place is nuts. It's one of the best places I've ever seen.
It's nice when you can get firsthand and see, kind of the miracles that they do with the money that's raised, whether it's radiothons or whether it's concerts that we do here at the CAD. But it gives you a good feeling. And I know country music, maybe the biggest charity associated with it is St. Jude.
It's huge. I think it's been since the 80s or 90s that's been going on.
80s.
And yeah, it's huge. I mean, you look around and it's obviously not a situation anybody wants to be in, but yeah, everything's taken care of. You're looking at families that are walking around that could have never had the care that they get without all the donations and all the people helping out.
And I love how, although it is a hospital, they make it fun for the kids. Like, the kids don't realize they have little cars to push the kids around instead of wheelchairs and things like that. So it's really awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
You've got so many interesting things that you've been a part of. You were on Survivor. How'd you do on Survivor?
I got second. Yeah.
Second.
I missed out on $1 million by one vote. Thanks for bringing that up.
Oh, no, I'll bring up a lot of bad things for you.
Every week.
So, yeah, I do. I'm a big Survivor fan. So you came in second there.
Yeah.
You worked out at Hendrick Motorsports?
Yeah, I lived here for a year and a half after Carolina. I was a jack man and a rear tire carrier over at Hendrick Motorsports. So we won 2 championships with Jimmy when we were there. So it was a good time to be there.
So, I mean, Survivor, one thing is pretty cool. Hendrick Motorsports pretty cool. And then you're up at UNC.
Yeah, I played football at Carolina. The game's on right now, actually. We got
Look at this. This is how important we are.
7-3 right now. But yeah, I played under John Bunning and then Butch Davis for 2 years, and we had a great team towards the end of my career. And since it's been kind of up and down the way Carolina football's always been. But we got Mac back, and I think things are looking up for him. But yeah, I love Carolina. I love the state. I love this place, and I love my Tar Heels.
You get to games?
I went to one this year. Max, I mean, I understand why Mac's so good. I mean, he recruited me. I had a Saturday off.
That shows you how good he is.
God, I had a Saturday off, and I never have weekends off. So I was like, nope, I'm staying home. I'm going to chill. That, like, Tuesday, Mac hits me up, and he's like, hey, man, we really need you here this weekend. And basically said if you don't show up, the law, if we lose, it's on you.
Ow. Wow.
And he texted me like 3 or 4 times after that to convince me to, all right, well, I guess I'm not. He made me feel terrible if I was gonna stay. So no, Mac's a great recruiter. He got me there, and we still ended up losing. But I guess that was my fault too. But yeah, Mac's great, and it was fun to get back to Chapel. I just got off a cruise with Brantley Gilbert.
Oh boy,
you know how those go. It's like
a lot of eating, drinking.
Oh my God, a pizza 3 times a day, ice cream.
I've
never
all over
had
the
that much
place.
ice cream in 4 days of my life.
Something special about free ice cream, even if you can afford it. But if it's free, you just go over there and pull that little handle.
If it's free, you're never turning that down.
You play any? You gamble at all on the ship?
No, I don't
You're not a
gamble.
gambler?
I'm so bad at it. And it's not because I had problems with it or I don't like it. I'm genuinely that terrible at gambling.
Where'd you guys go? Caribbean?
Went to Cozumel.
Cozumel.
Yeah, it was the most mayhem I've been a part of in a long time. We had
the night is young.
Man, that's true. That's true. Get ride going. And she's like, trust me, I think I'm married.
Where'd that ring go?
No, but it was a great trip, and yeah, it's. I'm glad we're back on the road. We just had the CMAs. It's been a great week, but
your picture looked like a school picture at the CMAs.
The
I'm
old
going to share it. You'll have
the
to
old
see it.
Mills. That's
it was
right.
Great.
It was hilarious. They had that, and then then they had all the regular background stuff, and I was like, I'm going with the Olin Mills picture.
That was cool. Give us a highlight from the CMAs, something you took away.
To be honest with you, I mean, you do interviews all week. People don't know that you're interviewing I mean, at least 100 times because
Right.
everybody's in town. You're seeing each person that you know from throughout the country. The coolest part for me was it was just a different vibe this year than it's ever been.
Oh, really?
You have a #1 song. I guess it changes
Right.
things because it's people. There's a lot of times people you walk in, they're like, so tell us about yourself. How are you? And you're like, tell me about what
Right.
kind of question is that? This year is a lot different. It was Eyes on You. Obviously, was
Right.
it was a 2-week #1 song. So people are really interested to talk. It was a cool, different vibe that I've never had before. People cared, man. I was like, oh,
It's a
this
good
is cool,
feeling.
man. It's a good feeling.
Hey, when you get to the end of Eyes on You, with you,
It really bothers Paul that you don't finish
I
the
do
sentence.
say you.
Like
that's what somebody said, but I don't hear it.
You
Where
got to
is
listen to it. You're the second person this week to say that.
What, I got to climb on a table and put the
It
speaker
goes,
to my ear?
Eyes on You.
Oh, maybe the station's nipping it.
You guys are nipping
Maybe
it,
they're
man.
nipping it.
I mean,
Stop
it
nipping it.
really bothered
Stop
him for
nipping.
a really long
It
time.
says, go listen to it again, though.
I
It
listened
says,
to it. I've listened to the end of it all by itself just to hear it.
Crank it up.
With your eyes on
You.
Oh, I like that. You.
You like that? Is there anything you don't like about Mr. Rice?
No.
All
I
right.
think I like it all.
What did you think of Entertainer of the Year? There was a lot of controversy on that one. Garth versus Carrie.
I mean, Garth Brooks, you can't really. I don't know if you can argue that or not. I mean, it's
Right.
not really my
I
place.
can.
I love Garth.
Right.
I personally would love to see Church win it
Yeah.
because he's doubled down. You know, he did the whole double down thing, and I just think he's done it so long. He's
due for it.
I mean, I saw him here. I don't even know if it's a due for it thing. I think he just
Well, you know,
deserves
but
it.
I mean, you look at Carrie. A lot of people thought she was going to
Yes.
get it.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
I
deserves
don't know anything about what she's done touring wise
Right.
this year. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, if you're up for that award, you've probably had an
You've done it,
amazing year
yeah.
touring. But I was hoping Church would pull it out. But I mean, Garth's my guy from day one, so it's cool.
Well, I'll tell you what, partner, I certainly appreciate you having time for the kids, and you've got a big heart when it comes to helping out any kind of charity. Anytime we ask you, you're right there. I just want to say thank you. And on behalf of Sarah Lee, thank you for being you.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.